Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. This is going to be a general love reading for the collective. Not all of the messages that come through in this reading may apply to everyone watching today. So please only take in from this reading what speaks to your soul and what resonates for you and your situation. And release the rest to the universe. So let's see what messages are coming through for the collective. What do we need to hear today? What do we need to know? Well, that is the Three of Swords. Let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? And we have the Five of Wands. We'll grab one more card before we start talking about the message that's coming through, because I like to make sure that I understand the message as it comes through. But let's see what we need to hear. What do we need to know? What message is coming through for the collective today, please? And we have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, guys, so with this Three of Swords leading the way, I feel that this is telling us that your person is missing you. Because the Three of Swords is a card of sorrow, it's a card of sadness, heartache, and heartbreak, and grief. And at the moment, it's telling us your person is really feeling the loss of you and this connection. But they see and understand as well, with this Five of Wands being here, that it's because of all the conflict and drama and chaos that they brought into your lives as a couple and into your life as well, individually. And you as well, you guys watching the reading, are also probably feeling this heavy sadness that comes with that Three of Swords, because you miss your person and you long for them as well, just as much, if not more, as they are longing for you. But there is this definite sense in this message today that things are going to change, because the Two of Pentacles, or the Two of Coins, is all about change. Your person knowing that they're the one that needs to create the shift in this connection between the two of you by reaching out and opening the lines of communication. But at the moment, I feel that your person is very reflective, thinking upon all of their sadness and feeling and experiencing what it's like to not have you in their life, and being very upset with themselves as well. That Five of Wands is a card of inner conflict and inner turmoil that your person is feeling right now, not being happy with the things that they've done, not being happy with how they've treated you either, because they can see and understand that it was their fault. And they know that they have no one to blame for all of this heartache and heartbreak that they're feeling at the moment but themselves. But the Two of Pentacles is all about things starting to shift and change. It is about a turnaround in the situation that is coming. And I say a turnaround because we do have this infinity symbol on this card, embracing these Two Pentacles that this figure is juggling. And as well, I feel that your person is juggling their emotions. And they are feeling a lot of the up and down of their emotions at the moment as well. Knowing that they brought so much hot and cold behavior into your life, all of the on and off, all of the up and down, all of the you not really understanding what was happening and perhaps having to try to read between the lines with this person. They know that these things don't belong in this kind of connection, and they are kicking themselves a bit for all of that, which is why they're saying that they want to reach out and talk to you, because they want to explain themselves, but they also want to create a different dynamic in this connection for the two of you moving forward. Because with the Two of Pentacles being here, it tells us your person knows that you were perhaps doing a lot of the heavy lifting, and they weren't contributing to this relationship the way that they should have. But that as well is something that they are upset with themselves about, and feeling a lot of this inner turmoil and inner conflict about at the moment as well. But right now, your person is trying to figure out what they're going to do in terms of how they are going to come out of this no contact, to reach out to you and start explaining things and creating this dramatic shift, this big change that's coming into this connection for the two of you. But let's see what else we need to hear. What do we need to know, please? What else does the collective need to hear? Well, this is the Five of Pentacles. This is about someone who is feeling very left out in the cold. And this is your person at the moment. having to acknowledge that they put themselves out in the cold, with this Five of Pentacles being here, when they turned away from this connection by running, by ghosting, by creating conflict, by sabotaging this relationship, whatever your person has done to bring this drama, conflict, and chaos into your lives and into this connection. They are definitely having to feel and experience what it is like to not have the warmth of your love in their life, because they are feeling this sense of being left out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles can be a card of abandonment, and your person does acknowledge that they feel very abandoned at the moment, but they're also having to admit to themselves that this is something that they brought upon themselves. Because they know that you didn't do this. They know that this is something that they did. Through abandoning this connection and abandoning this love, they have abandoned themselves as well. And they are filled with some worry, some anxiety, some fear as well. Kind of a more inner turmoil, because they wonder if you're going to talk to them again. They wonder if you're going to allow them to explain themselves. They wonder if you're going to allow them to create this turnaround, this change in this connection. And this is something that they're having to think through at the moment. And I do feel it is bearing down very heavily on this person right now, knowing that they did all of this to themselves, but also having to acknowledge that they did this to you as well, and to this connection. They wish they hadn't, but yet they did, and they can see and understand that it was their own drama, trauma, and chaos that brought all this conflict into this connection and into this relationship with you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message. Let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? Well, this is the Alchemist. This is the Magician. Another infinity symbol, interestingly enough. We do have an infinity symbol on that Two of Pentacles as well. And these infinity symbols do confirm that there is this very deep soul connection between you and your person that spans many lifetimes to the past, also many lifetimes to come as well. But with this Magician being here, it tells us your person is trying to manifest right now. They are trying to manifest what they need to say to you, how they're going to explain themselves to you. But they will find the words, because the Ace of Swords is on the Magician's table. And that assures us that your person is going to be able to find the right words to come back in your direction and start explaining themselves. There's also a cup on this card that is about the love your person feels for you. And there has always been a deep love from this person to you, and they were just not ready for it. That is why they created this turmoil and conflict and drama and chaos in this connection to begin with. Because they could see when the two of you were first spending time together that you were very different, that you were unique, and perhaps your person had sworn off that they were never going to allow themselves to fall in love or have a relationship or have something that could go long-term to that place of long-term partnership, but yet they could see that with you. And still in this place of separation and no contact that you are in with your person. They are yet even still trying to manifest and create that. They are spinning the thoughts of what that would look like in their mind and holding that there, because they do have hope that you are going to allow them back into your life and that you will hear them out and listen to what they have to say. But the Alchemist, the Magician, tells us your person will find the right words. They will also find the courage that they need to reach out to you and restore this balance and harmony to this connection. At the moment, they are trying to restore that equilibrium within themselves, because they can see that they were very unbalanced when the two of you were spending time together in the past. And they don't want to be in that space of being out of balance anymore. They want to be able to contribute to this relationship equally, if not more, than you do. And you will see this difference in your person as they return, because feeling left out in the cold and feeling heartbroken and missing you and longing for you is definitely speaking to your person within their heart and within their soul, that they are the one who needs to bridge the distance that's here and bring the two of you closer together by communicating with you and starting to allow the two of you to come back together with each other. But let's see what else we need to know for this message. What do we need to hear? What messages are coming through? We have the Wheel. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is all about change as well. Change for the better is coming into this connection. Now, obviously, your person needs to initiate these changes by reaching out to talk to you. And that is what's going to open the lines of communication because they know it is their responsibility. They are owning the things that they did that were creating damage in this connection between the two of you in the past, and they're going to be accountable and responsible for all of that to you as they come back in your direction. But the Wheel of Fortune is about the karma that exists between you and your person, not karmic. That is something completely different. You and your person are not in a karmic connection. I wanted to make that absolutely clear. The Wheel of Fortune is about the karma that exists between you. And the karma is the life lessons and experiences that you agreed to have with each other for each and every lifetime that are providing for your spiritual and personal growth. And your person is having a heavy dose of some personal and spiritual growth at the moment. And it is bearing down hard on them because they're having a hard time with it. They're having to deal with heartache, loss, heartbreak, emotional pain. I feel for some of you, your person is just flat out suffering, and they know that they are the one that needs to make reparations here, and they need to make amends with you to try and come back into your life, because with this Wheel of Fortune showing up, it tells us that they are acknowledging that the two of you have unfinished business with each other. And you do. You guys watching the reading, do you really believe that this connection between you and this person is over? Or do you have that knowledge deep within you that there is more to come? That there's more to this story, and that the best is actually yet to come. You haven't even gotten to the really good part yet because you are both going through this individual growth and transformation at the moment as a result of being in this space of separation or preparing for union that we like to call it. But with the Wheel of Fortune being here, it's telling us that change is coming. Change for the better, because the Wheel of Fortune is all about Lady Luck, and it tells us that luck is on your side when the Wheel of Fortune shows up, especially as being in this place of separation and no contact and all of the stuff that you've had to go through with this person, feeling all of their anxiety and having to buffer that, especially if they were creating arguments with you for no reason, or perhaps blaming you for creating those arguments. You have to kind of like take a step back from those things and see and understand that it can't stay in this space, because change is coming. We have two very powerful cards of change on the table at the moment for this reading, and the wheel is all about Lady Luck is coming your way to create the change and give this Wheel of Fortune a rock solid spin so the two of you can start coming back into each other's lives. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What do we need to know? What message is coming through? Well, this is the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is a couple of things, guys, but it has positive attributes, but it also has some that are not so positive. And what I'm hearing today about this Seven of Pentacles is that your person feels that they failed you. They also feel like a failure, actually, because they see where they have just created so much unnecessary drama and chaos in this relationship. And they are able to acknowledge and see and understand that they have done this from the place of their fears and their insecurities and everything else. And they want to do differently moving forward, which makes sense because we do have the Magician, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles on the table that are about your person creating changes moving forward in this connection for the two of you to make it a better relationship, because they are having to deal with their own heartbreak, loss, suffering, grief, and really feeling what it's like to be left out in the cold and away from the warmth and light of your love. But the Seven of Pentacles is also about long term. And it is about the long game. And we were talking about that earlier when I mentioned your person does spin visions in their head about what they would like this life with you to look like. And they have always been having those thoughts. And perhaps this is something that your person and yourselves have spoken about, creating a future together, building a future together, moving in together, perhaps getting married, having a partnership with one another. And that is what this Seven of Pentacles is also about. Forming a long-range plan and how that plan is going to look moving forward. It is about your person wanting to invest in this relationship. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What does the collective need to hear? Well, this is the Nine of Wands. This is about your person coming up with a strategy and coming up with a plan to come back towards you. And I like how that dropped beneath that Two of Coins, because that Two of Pentacles is about your person creating the changes that they need to within themselves, and then creating the change that needs to happen in this connection for you guys. But the Nine of Wands is about your person at the moment. They are backed off, they are retreated away, and they are thinking things through. And making sure that when they come towards you, that their plan is going to be a solid one, because your person doesn't want to fail you again, especially with that Nine of Wands coming next to this Seven of Pentacles. Your person is creating a strategy that is going to make sense to them as they come back in your direction to heal your heartache and pain as well as their own. And they will do this with a confidence and with a determination that you have perhaps not seen in your person in the past. Also, as the two of you start coming back together and spending time together, and this Two of Pentacles is about equal give and take, you will see your person with a determination again about giving to you so much more than they've given to you in the past. They will be doing the heavy lifting. They will be doing most of the work in this connection as the two of you come together to start rebuilding and moving it forward. But let's see what else we need to know. What else is coming through for this message today, please? What do we need to hear? The Prince of Cups. Well, this is the Knight of Cups in this deck, and this is the Tarot Illuminati. They just call it the Prince of Cups. Well, the Prince of Cups is all about showing up with an apology. It is all about your person showing up with their heart in their hand and offering you a very heartfelt and sincere apology. But also it is about your person telling you how they feel about you, because the Knight of Cups, the Prince of Cups, is someone who is overtly romantic, someone who will pull out all the stops, someone who will do all of the romantic gestures, and someone who will talk to you about how they feel. They will talk to you about their emotions. They will be vulnerable. They will share these things with you as they show back up in your life, because the Knight of Cups is someone who wants to represent themselves to you as a romantic partner. This is about your person definitely being able to share with you how they feel about you. And they are upset with themselves for not doing this in the past, because they always had these feelings. They just were afraid to tell you how they felt. Perhaps they had rejection fears. Perhaps they just were not comfortable being able to talk about their feelings. Perhaps they were not comfortable being vulnerable. Perhaps they thought vulnerability was a weakness. And you know what, guys? Being vulnerable is not a weakness. Being able to tell someone everything about you, all of it, and exposing and opening your heart and your soul and revealing all of that stuff that you keep shut down and locked away, that takes courage. It is a powerful thing to be able to do that. Your person, well, they get that now because they are definitely feeling left out in the cold because they were not vulnerable with you or expressive of how they felt to you. But this is going to be different as your person comes back, because they want to show back up and tell you how they feel and show you how they feel as well, with sweet romantic gestures, messages of love throughout the day, showing you that they care about you, showing you that they want to be dedicated to you and dedicated to making sure that this is an equal, balanced relationship moving forward. The Prince of Cups is a water sign. So if you or your person have your sun, moon, or rising signs in Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, this can be a place of validation for you. You don't have to be a water sign or any other sign that I might mention in the reading. This is a collective reading, and it is for everyone. everyone. It's more important that we consider how this Prince of Cups relates to the rest of the message that the universe is presenting in this reading today. And this is about your person showing up with emotions, with love, with feelings, with gestures of love, with gifts of love, to make sure that you do not ever have to read between the lines with this person ever again, because you're going to see it directly from them, and you are going to hear it as well directly from the horse's mouth. This is about your person reaching out as well to communicate with you, because the Prince of Cups, the Knight of Cups, is about a message of love coming from your person, or a message coming from the one you love and the one who loves you. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What does the collective need to know for this message? This is the Fool. Well, kind of would make sense that the Fool might show up today a little bit here and there, because I do feel that your person does regret so much. And they can see where they did so much wrong here. They can see where they made so many mistakes. They can see where they allowed their pride and ego to get the better of them. They can see where they were not giving to you and knowing that they should have been. They can see where they brought all of this chaos, this drama, this conflict, and this confusion into your life and into this relationship, because they weren't ready to be emotionally mature and vulnerable with you. They are feeling a little bit foolish with the Fool showing up as well. But also the Fool is about your person getting ready to take a leap of faith, getting ready to take that plunge and jump in and start their journey towards you. Because this is about them taking this giant step and trusting in what they feel in their heart, to follow their heart. Because as well, that is what the Prince of Cups is about, following your heart. Listening to what you know in your heart and in your soul concerning a relationship, and then making it happen. But the Fool is also telling us your person is coming towards you because they want to start over. They want to start fresh with you. If you are willing to hear them out, if you are willing to accept their apology and forgive them, and if you are willing to hear what they have to say in this explanation that they're going to present to you, that will be a very open conversation, a very heartfelt conversation, a heart-to-heart conversation actually happening between the two of you as your person makes their way back towards you. The Fool is not ruled by an astrology sign, but by the planet Uranus. And this tells us that expect the unexpected, because I feel that you could be receiving communication from your person at any time when the Fool shows up. No solid time frame in this reading, guys, especially with the Fool being here, because it is all about surprises and your person showing up when you least expect it. And for many of you watching the reading, you are probably or very possibly at this place where you may not believe your person is going to reach out to you. But it is calling you to have faith and know what you believe and know in your heart. And that comes back to that conversation that we were having earlier with the Wheel of Fortune, about knowing that the story between you and this person is not finished, because there is more to come. It is not over. It is just that there is a big pause in this connection between you and this person at the moment, because you are having to answer the call of the karma that exists between the two of you. And that is about the life lessons and experiences that you are each having individually at the moment, so that you can rise above the challenges and obstacles that you have both faced in your lives up to this point. And it will give you both a much better and lighter and brighter future moving forward. And you will see that when you are on the other side of this preparing for union or separation phase. You will understand why you had to go through this time, because you will see it not only within yourselves, but you will also see the change and transformation that has been happening within your person, because they see and know where they have messed up here. They see and understand where they have blown it, and they want to come back and show you as well how they have changed, and they want to continue on this journey with you. Only this time they will be emotionally open and vulnerable and expressive with you as the two of you pick back up and continue on this journey together. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please? What do we need to hear? What messages does the collective need to hear? Unexpected visitors. Well, this kind of confirms that Fool card in a way, been expecting the unexpected, and perhaps it's not communication that's coming from your person in terms of a phone call or a text or email or message. It could perhaps be your person just showing up at your front door, ringing the bell, knocking the door, although this can also indicate communication coming from them that you're not expecting. Unexpected visitors comes with number 41. If anyone resonates with 41, although 4 plus 1 does equal 5, which is about change. And there is change in this connection. And actually, we do have change with the 2 of Pentacles, with the Wheel of Fortune, with that 5 and with that 7 of Pentacles as well. Things are going to be shifting and changing in this dynamic. Oh, and the 5 of Wands. Things are going to be shifting and changing in this connection and in this dynamic between you and your person, because at the moment for your person, their sorrow, their sadness, and their heartbreak is what is getting them moving and getting them up to start reaching out and sending you an unexpected message. So I do feel that there is communication coming from your person with this unexpected visitors card showing up. But let's grab some more cards and see what else is in this message that the collective needs to hear. What do we need to know, please? What message is coming through? This is solitude. This card comes with number 13. If anyone resonates with number 13, although 1 plus 3 does equal 4, which is about stability. And I like the number 4 because it is about stability and building a much more stable relationship moving forward. I feel that this is telling us that your person is not happy with their solitude. This is some sort of, well, it's a broken windmill if you actually look at it very closely. And it only has one of these broken blades leaning up against the windmill house here. And this little lantern, this is very much like the Hermit card, actually. I feel your person is in this place of solitude, and they don't like being in this place of self-imposed isolation any longer. They have been spending quite a bit of time, though, in this space and doing some self-reflection. We can see the reflection of this broken down windmill house with its broken blade here in the water, and doing some inner work and having communication within on those inner planes so that they can fix whatever has been wrong with them. This is about them healing and releasing and letting go of all of the things that have held them back, that caused them to create this chaos, drama, conflict, and damage in this relationship, that caused them to send you mixed messages, mixed signals with this hot and cold stuff and the on and off stuff, that caused them to make so many mistakes, that caused them to sabotage the relationship. They are able to identify those things through this place of detachment and solitude that they've been in. But what I am feeling coming in from your person is that they don't like the solitude anymore because they're missing you. I have been in this place of solitude and loneliness for a very long time now. And I really believe that that's what I wanted because I thought it would allow me to escape the feelings that I had for you. But I can see now that I was very wrong about that because I am suffering with a lot of heartbreak and a lot of heart ache because I don't have you in my life. And I don't like how this feels any longer. I am ready to fight my way out of this space where I have been. I have been depressed, I have been lonely, and I have been isolated. And I am tired of this solitude, and I want to come out and back into the light and the warmth of this love that we share with each other. Because I have had an awakening, and I see and I understand where I failed us, where I failed this relationship. And I'm sorry that I did that, but I was listening to all of my fears, my insecurities. I was allowing my pride and ego to direct my thoughts, and instead of listening to my heart, which I should have done this whole time, I didn't, and I failed at that as well. Well, I'm going to be listening to my heart moving forward because I don't like how my heart feels without you in my life. And I know that it is my responsibility, and I feel so very foolish for letting us both down. And I will make a big difference moving forward, because I want to contribute to this relationship. And I want to show you how I have maintained balance within myself as I come towards you, because I have grown up. And I am trying to find the right words to say to you in person, through a message or face to face, because I can see where I have blown it, and I owe you this explanation. I want you to understand that it wasn't because of something that was wrong with you or something about you that I wasn't attracted to. You need to understand that it was because of this brokenness within me, my pride and my ego, my insecurities and my fears. But I have been doing so much work to release those things and let them go, so that they will no longer negatively impact our connection, and no longer negatively impact you or your life, because I feel a lot of guilt for damaging this connection and for hurting you, because I am feeling and suffering with so much loss, so much sadness, sorrow, heartbreak, and heartache myself, and I know that you are suffering as well. And I have caused you to have to suffer in silence, because I was not willing to talk to you, because I was running and I was ghosting and I was ignoring you. And I have a lot of regret for all of that as well. And I see where that was a really ridiculous and perhaps even stupid thing for me to do. And I feel and regret so much. And I want to reach out to you and communicate with you to see if you are willing to hear me out. Because I can see and understand that through all of this, my heartache and heartbreak is screaming out at me that it is my responsibility to make amends, that it is my responsibility to reach out and communicate with you, because I don't like this sorrow, this sadness and loneliness anymore. I want to reach out. I want to see you. I want to spend time with you, because I am hoping that you are going to allow me to represent myself to you as a romantic partner. Only this time it will be different, because I am going to give to you and I am going to give to this relationship. The next card we have is Perfect Storm, the courage to step into life, which comes with number 44. If anyone resonates with 44, there's lots of 4s on the table today, guys. I love the number 4. It is all about that stability that's going to be in this relationship moving forward, giving it those 4 cornerstones that it needs to have those solid 4 walls and solid foundation. And that is what needs to be here moving forward. But it's also about your person finding their power and finding their courage and finding their confidence, the number 4 is. And they are finding that now, because they are getting ready to take this leap of faith and step into this abyss and come back towards you. And actually, what I just heard was something I've never heard before. I said step into this abyss, but it is an abyss of bliss that your person wants to come back to. They want to come back to the warmth of your love and the happiness that is here in this connection for the two of you, because they don't like life without you. And it's time for them to step into life. And I actually love this card, the Perfect Storm, because it is just so very unusual. And it has this mystical, magical, mythical bird on it that looks like a raven, perhaps, but it's got peacock feathers. And this lightning bolt is jolting this heart chakra place in this bird, bringing your person to life. Giving them the courage that they need to take this leap of faith and come towards you. That comes with the Fool. But also it is about your person's heart chakra being blasted open so that it can come into alignment with yours, which is where it needs to be in order for the two of you to have this heart-connected relationship, this soul-connected relationship, because there is this very strong soul-deep love that exists here between the two of you, and your person knows this, and their heart is definitely going to be open and in alignment with yours as they come towards you, because they're following their heart. That is all about the Prince of Cups. The Knight of Cups is someone who follows their heart. But let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. What do we need to hear? What messages does the collective need to know? Or what message does the collective need to know for this reading today, please? Guidance. This is about faith, healing, intuition, and dreams. Well, I do feel that your person has been listening to that inner guidance that they have been receiving from the divine. And whether that divine is their angels and guides, the universe, God, whatever it is for your person, they are listening to that because they definitely have a sense of being awoken. They are coming through with so much more love and understanding and compassion now than they have in the past. And they know that they needed to hit this space, but as well, they are listening to their dreams and they are listening to their intuition. But most importantly, they are using this time of solitude to heal those things that have held them back from being able to show up for you and be your partner. But let's see what else we need to know for this message. Pop-up. Surprise visit. Well, that unexpected visitors is about a surprise visit, reaching out. And we do have communication here as well. The Prince of Cups, the Knight of Cups is about communication, an apology, a love message, a message from the one you love, a message from the one who loves you, and in person. Well, your person may show up, guys, in person with this pop-up showing up. I never understood what those pop-up things were about. And say, we're going to have a pop-up meeting. I don't know what that means. I guess it means spontaneous. Well, there we go. Spontaneous, out of the blue, unexpected communication coming from your person. That is what I feel that is about. Let's see what else we need to hear for this message. What does the universe want to share with the collective? What do we need to know about this person and this connection? Sick and tired. Cycles over it, decision made. Well, I do think that your person is actually sick and tired of this solitude that comes with that solitude card. I think that they are sick and tired of being lonely and isolated. I also think that they are sick and tired of having to deal with their heartache and heartbreak. And these are the very things that have been your person's teacher that are causing them to come back in your direction so the two of you can start over again. But it also says decision made. And I feel that this is about your person deciding to reach out to you and come back towards you because they are in that place of that decision about what they're going to say to you as they reappear and start talking to you, planning. Well, this is about a text, a phone call, and meeting up. So maybe it won't, you know what, maybe for some of you, okay, let me ask Spirit for some guidance on this. For some of you, I feel that your person may just unexpectedly show up. And we have that with this pop-up, this unexpected visitors, and with the Fool. For some of you, I feel your person may reach out to you using the energy of that Prince of Cups and this planning card and reach out to you and say, can we talk? Can we meet? I would like to explain myself. So this is all about expecting the unexpected in terms of your person showing up or sending you a message to see if you can meet in person or to see if you're even willing to have a phone conversation with them. The bottom line is I feel that your person is getting ready to reach out to you. That is what I feel is happening here. Let's see what else is coming through for this message today, please. Let's see what else we need to hear. What messages does the collective need? Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, and inner wounds. Well, I actually feel that this mirror on this card at the moment probably is referring to the energy of that Three of Swords. I feel like you are both dealing with loss and sadness and grief, and I'm so sorry that you are all going through that right now, but it is part of the journey and it is part of the process of these kind of connections. But I feel as well this is telling us you have both been doing a lot of self-reflection and introspection and doing what needs to be done to heal those inner wounds. Whether those wounds are very deep, that you have both been carrying around for a very long period of time, or whether they are new wounds that have been inflicted through other people or situations that you have been dealing with in your lives. But I feel that this is very important as it is telling us that your person is dealing with the issues that have been holding them back from you and from this relationship. And you may be as well picking up some of this heartache and sadness and sorrow from your person, especially because you do reflect back to each other through that inner pathways, through your empathy and telepathy that you share with each other, what you are each individually going through and experiencing. So if your sadness or heartache or heartbreak seems to be bigger at the moment than what you think or believe it should be, you can rest assured that it is coming from your person. But let's see what else we need to know for this message today, please. Heartbroken, deeply hurt and sad. Well, I feel this is you guys watching the reading, actually. Feeling lost, grieving and despair, and breakup. I actually feel that you are both more than likely heartbroken. And the solution for this heartache and heartbreak and sorrow and sadness and grieving and despair, all it takes is a phone call or a text. Well, your person gets that. They see that, they understand that, and they know that. And this is something that they know in their soul and in their gut. And this is something that they're going to follow through on, because I feel that we have so many cards of communication coming from your person towards you, and they are getting ready to find that courage to step into life and come out of this place of solitude, to come out of this place of stagnation, to come out of the limbo that you have been both experiencing because your person has been silent, because they've been ghosting and running and whatever else they have been doing. And they know that they need to take this giant step towards you and jump into that abyss of bliss, because they want to feel the warmth and the light of your love again. They know that when they ran from you and they abandoned this connection, they abandoned themselves, because they have been feeling lonely, lost, heartbroken, and isolated. But they are finding that courage and that strength within them, because they don't want to be a failure anymore. Remember, that Seven of Pentacles was about your person feeling like a failure, knowing they failed you and they failed this connection. They don't want to feel that way anymore, because they want to come back and they want to make sure that they have the right words to say to you. And they will find the right words, because this Knight of Cups is all about being able to find the right words to express how they feel about you, and come back into your life to see if you will allow them to represent themselves to you as a romantic partner. Because your person wants to start over. And that's what that Fool card is about. So you can continue your journey together. This is your reading for today, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this reading, please take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate all of you so very much. Blessings of peace, love, and light to all of you. Have a great day, everyone.